Man, let's lock in, guys. Let's lock in, guys. UFC 295 just finished, guys. UFC 295, Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka just finished, guys. And guys, man, I'm not going to waste any time, man. Jiri Prochazka, the guy that claims himself a samurai. And guys, before getting into this main event fight, this fight was amazing when it came down to the whole pre-build. Except for the press conference, this fight came out to be absolutely phenomenal. Especially when it came down to the stare downs. Especially when they came out to their walkouts to the octagon. When Jiri Prochazka came out to his samurai music. Looked at him, stared Alex Pereira down nonstop. When Alex Pereira came down with his walkout song, came out with the bow and arrow, everything just seemed like it was a fucking movie. Like, guys, the way I'm explaining it, it really felt like I was a baby watching a fight. Like, this was on some WWE shit, to be honest. I was having the chills. And at a certain point, not at a certain point, at a point, Bruce Buffer, and by the way, rare Bruce Buffer, because in that Tom Aspinall's Sergey Pavlovich fight, I don't know if you guys heard Bruce Buffer, but that son of a bitch was buffering like a motherfucker and stuttering like a motherfucker. But back to Jiri Prochazka, man. So Bruce Buffer was announcing the name, and it's time. A nice face-off between Jiri Prochazka and Alex Pereira, and it was a mean stare down, guys. I had the fucking chills, like my body was scrambling, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So now, guys, as the fight go on, it was a pretty solid fight back and forth. Alex Pereira throws a nice amounts of leg kicks that really damaged Jiri Prochazka throughout the first round. And it was really, demolishing. And towards the middle, maybe within that 3-minute mark of the first round, Jiri Prochazka went for a takedown on Alex Pereira. And he controlled that whole first round. So within that first round, I didn't really know who won that first round. But if I had to give it to someone, maybe Jiri Prochazka, just in terms of control. And I felt like Jiri Prochazka had something there in that first round. So now, guys, going into the second round, we're just going to get straight to the point of the end of the fight. And that was the second round. Basically, Jiri Prochazka throws a 1-2 at Alex Pereira, and it hits and it lands. But it didn't land hard enough for it to damage Alex Pereira. So within those shots of barrage that Jiri Prochazka was throwing, Alex Pereira landed a mean left hook, and it folded Jiri Prochazka. Jiri Prochazka managed to get a single leg while he had single leg, and his knee was on the floor. Alex Pereira went for a flurry of elbows, which is illegal and you can't do. And it made Jiri Prochazka fall back. So within that point, Jiri Prochazka wasn't gone. He was definitely still in the fight. Mark Garter made an early stoppage that was undaunted. And fuck Mike Goddard. Why the fuck is Mike Goddard still reffing? Fuck Mike Goddard. But yeah, it was like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? So now, guys, at this point, Joe Rogan comes in the octagon. Bruce Buffer announces Alex Pereira the winner. Dana White crowns Alex Pereira the champion. And, boom, Joe Rogan comes in the octagon, interviews Alex Pereira. And he calls out Adesanya, by the way. Guys, what do you guys think about that Adesanya and Alex Pereira light heavyweight fight? I actually want to see that, man. And I think Alex Pereira walks through Adesanya. I think he goes ahead and demolishes Adesanya and makes him look like a fucking baby. I don't think Adesanya want any parts of Alex Pereira at fucking all. That guy is scary. You don't want to be on a stand-up warfare kickbox battle with him. But, Jamal Hill's also a contender that can go ahead and, give him a run for his money. And I think if you go against Jamal Hill wins that fight because, Adesanya knocked him out. If Adesanya can knock him out, Jamal Hill definitely has a chance to knock his lights out. But, yeah, let's get back to Yuri Prochazka, bitch ass. So now Joe Rogan goes back to, Jiri Prochazka and ask him, do you think it was an early stoppage? Because him, DC, and John Anik thinks that it was an early stoppage by Mark Goddard. And this son of a bitch, Jiri Prochazka, says no. Says yes. Says no. It wasn't an early stoppage. The stoppage was right. I was out cold. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what you said? Even if you was out cold, you told the fucking truth? Are you dumb? Who do you owe the truth to? Now, do you understand how much you have to fight to go ahead and get to the UFC championship again? It is over for Jiri Prochazka. It is fucking over. So Jiri Prochazka's career is completely done. He has fucked himself over, and he's fucked himself bad, man. I don't know what's next for Jiri at this point. I don't know what Jiri Prochazka does for his career, and quite frankly, man, he's gonna be the Alexander Gustafsson of the light heavyweight division, and we're gonna see that all over again. I don't want to be the guy to say it, but I have to be the guy to say it, man. It's the God honest truth. So yeah, that's the fate for my guy Jiri Prochazka. But let's get to this Tom Aspinall and Sergey Pavlovich fight. Now, guys, we're gonna just skip forward on the walkouts, man. We're just gonna get straight into the guts and meat of it, man. This was a very respectable fight, man. Both these sons of bitches respected each other too much. So they came into this fight with solid respect, and they both understood that somebody's gonna get out of this round within this first round. And at the beginning of this fight, I thought Pavlovich had my boy Aspinall. And guys, I had my guy Pavlovich winning the fight, man. I'm a huge fan of Pavlovich. I had him winning the fight. But he threw a mean dynamite at Tom Aspinall. And I don't know how Tom Aspinall's little head survived that shot. But son of a bitch survived the shot. So shout out to the like, man. 2 likes. Ooh, let's get there. But, yeah, tough shot by Tom Aspinall, man. He took a tough shot. But within that fight, he came back, gave him 2 mean right hooks, locked out Sergey Pavlovich, lights out. And Sergey Pavlovich, I don't know what's next for him, but he needs to fight that guy that just recently beat Derek Lewis. I'm forgetting his name, but that Brazilian son of a bitch. He needs to fight him and maybe try to get his way back to the title contention. But guys, now things has gotten a little bit more interesting in the heavyweight division. John Jones versus Tom Aspinall, man. I don't know what I think about that, but the meat and bones of that sounds pretty good to me, man. I would love to see that, man. I love Stipe Miocic, don't get me wrong. But Tom Aspinall is the guy to go ahead and raise this shit to the next level and raise the bar for this heavyweight division, man. That's my opinion on that. And we're just going to stay tuned for the heavyweight division, man. I think it's time for Stipe to retire, man. His shot with John Jones is completely over. We have Tom Aspinall as the interim champion. And if you're an interim champion, that means you have the next shot at the championship belt. There's no way you're giving Stipe the shot and then you're giving Tom Aspinall the shot. No, you give him the shot versus John Jones. That's the right fucking move to make. And 2024 it has looking a little bit more prettier with John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. But now, guys, we're going to go ahead and give a couple of mentions. Actually, no, let's get to the Mackenzie Dern versus Jessica Andrade fight. Oh, my gosh. Man, I'm so disappointed in Mackenzie Dern, man. I'm so fucking disappointed, guys. Mackenzie Dern is a girl that I had high stock in Mackenzie Dern. I really thought when she was going to get into this fight, she was going to be solid. But every time she threw that 1-2, it wasn't sticking. Now, guys, I'm going to show you how a 1-2 is supposed to look like. Let's get right here. A 1-2 is supposed to look like this. When you throw that 1-2, ha ha, you block. She went like this, ha 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 ha. Oh man, I'm gonna open you up. What? You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to get right, but she just couldn't get to that next level. So that's her fault. Entirely her fault. Mackenzie Dern didn't want it. I thought the way she was gonna attack this fight, hit the leg, hit the leg, hit the leg. Go ahead, tie her up in the clinch. Knee, knee, knee. If after you hit that knee, try to find a way to get the bag. And you make her tap. That was the way of victory for her, and she just couldn't etch it out. And so I'm really disappointed in Mackenzie Dern. Left her chin open. She needs to get back into the gym with Henry Cejudo. She needs to go ahead and revitalize a couple of things, man. Blocking is one very important she need. I'm very disappointed in Mackenzie Dern. And shout out to Jessica Andrade. She's a tough night out for anybody. She's a tough night out for anybody, man. And let's give another honorable mention, man. Diego Lopez. Ooh, tough knockout. Deserved that extra bonus money. Another shout out. The guy, I didn't see his fight, but I seen his call out. He called out Dustin Poirier and he called out Justin Gaethje. A guy that can call out Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje, I'm scared of you, man. You're a tough son of a bitch, and you're willing to take a tough fight. You have to be lightweight division. Be very wary of this guy. I'm forgetting his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. And last but not least, let me give a shout out to Jared Gordon. Now, I didn't watch his fight either, but shout out to Jared Gordon. A tough camper. You go ahead and you coach him and you give him a game plan. He's going to go ahead and do that motherfucking game plan. He's going to get the job done. Shout out to my boy. And I got to give him a lot of credit, man. He did his thing tonight. He did what he had to do. And I'm happy for my boy Jared Gordon. Very coachable. If you give him a game plan, he's going to follow it to the T. And he's going to go ahead and do his thing, man. Guys, if you like this video, like this video. If you are watching a pre-recorded of this live, like the motherfucking video, man. UFC 295 just ended. Alex Pereira, Jiri Prochazka, man. Fuck Mike Goddard. Put in the comments if you made it this far. Say fuck Mike Goddard in the comments. And say Jiri Prochazka, he's too honest, man. Let's be honest, guys. He's too fucking honest for his own good. All in all, guys, like the video, subscribe, man. It's your boy Fetty Too Sweaty, and I'm out.